So we have a little bit of a walk, not really. So just a little know-have for everyone who doesn't know, and for any past, future me, whatever, watching this.
It's a pleasure.
Season 1 really wasn't like the other seasons, so I can't really play them over. So there is a summary, as you saw, I got a letter. So they're going to summarize it on what Scarlet did and everything leading up to season 2. So yeah, I'm kind of sad about it too. I don't really get to play I get to play new story, but not in season 1, not when it comes to Scarlet. So we're gonna talk to her after getting this letter. So yeah, and this is Arena's way of explaining it right here. Living World season 1 was a series of live content events that ran, in January 2013 to March 14. Yeah, like it was pretty cool because in this Lion's Arc that you see, that you guys are probably used to, was destroyed, and we got to go through it and live through it when she was destroying it. So can't really do that again. Which I wish they would make an instance or something. I don't know. I wish they would, but they don't. So the summary will let you know. So we're just gonna do it. It's a quick video, and that will just be the video for today. Very short video for today.
Every day's a good day to learn something new.
Leyline research. Oh, it's a lodestone. Reward. Check out my rewards out in a second.
Every day's a good day to learn something. Scarlet Briar. Where should I begin? No one at first knew why she began her reign of terror. Some say she peered into the very fabric of the universe and went insane. Her attacks began in the northeast and spread like fire. She formed uneasy alliances and controlled her minions through deception and brutality. She leveraged their technology to scan for currents of magical energy called ley lines. Each attack had a purpose, allowing her to collect data from across Tyria that would later be used to assault Lion's Arch. When all hope seemed lost, the heroes of Tyria rose to the task, along with new allies. Bram Arison of Kragstead. Rox Whetstone, Gladium. Casimir Mead, Mesmer. Marjorie Delacroix, Investigator. And Taimi, Prodigy from Radasum. Led by the Pact Commander, they dismantled Scarlet's operations. But while they reclaimed the city at the Battle of Lion's Arch, they would later discover that she had completed her mission, even in death. Scarlet's machine struck the ley line deep beneath Sanctum Harbor, directing its magic far into the Maguma jungle, changing the course of history.
Well done. Here's hoping your work here helps lead to a cure for Scarlet's Rattle.
So that was a summary. I can play it anytime I want to, which is nice. But yeah, that was season 1. I got a Master Achievement Award. And now we're in Living Story 2, which will lead into Heart of Thorns and Living Story Season 3. So there will be a lot of content to show you. Can't wait to get through it. Season 1 was amazing. I hear number 2 is probably the best one so far. That's what I hear. That's just so crazy. So can't wait to play that. And these are just about
Marjorie Delacroix is a necromancer from Divinity's Reach. Until recently, she was a member of the Ministry Guard of Divinity's Reach, and was responsible for protecting various Crichton ministers and their staff. She quit that job after witnessing some terrible abuses of power. After she left the Guard, she went into business as an investigator for hire, taking on various cases that her clients needed handled, often with discretion. When Scarlet's Aetherblades assassinated Theo Ashford of the Captain's Council, Marjorie led the inquiry that led to the arrest of their leader, Captain Mai Trin. Trin later escaped her cell and fled to the Mists, shortly before Scarlet's attack on Lion's Arch. Miss Delacroix would later help destroy the Tower of Nightmares in Kessex Hills, along with Lady Casimir Meade and the Pact Commander, who led the mission. Through her connections as a Dermond Priory member, she obtained evidence samples left behind by Scarlet's forces. The Pact Commander, with Marjorie's help and that of Casimir and Vorp, predicted the attack on Lion's Arch. Despite their warnings to the Captain's Council, the city fell, but it was later reclaimed. Every day's a good day to learn something new.
I wasn't expecting it to be voice acted. But yeah, so I'll go through these, but these are all my new teammates, or the new heroes that have arisen with you. So that was Marjorie. And now here's Casimir.
Lady Casimir Meade comes from noble stock, but her family has since fallen on hard times. Her gambling brother Kyle put the family deep into debt, forcing her father to liquidate their possessions. Despite his efforts to fix Kyle's mistakes and unable to pay his own bills, her father was thrown into prison, where he died. Casimir, now forced to work, found employment as an investigator with Marjorie Delacroix. Their combined efforts, with the Pact Commander's help, led to the solving of Theo Ashford's murder during Dragon Bash. Casimir was instrumental in uncloaking the Nightmare Tower, as well as in other battles during Scarlet's campaign. She distracted Scarlet in the final battle on the Breachmaker, giving the Pact Commander a chance to deal the death blow.
And the Pact Commander is clearly me, for anyone who does not know. That is who you play as. Silly, but you know, you never know.
Rox is a Gladium. She lost her entire warband in a mining explosion.
No.
Since then, she performed tasks for Ritlock Brimstone, the Blood Legion Tribune, in an effort to join his Stone Warband. She crossed paths with Bram at the Molten Alliance facility. Together, under the leadership of the Pact Commander, they infiltrated the weapons base, freed the prisoners, and destroyed that operation. Throughout Scarlet's campaign, Rox fought beside the Pact Commander, providing ranged support and healing the injured. She accompanied the strike team that led the assault on Scarlet's Breachmaker in Lion's Arch. When Bram broke his leg during the fight, Rox stayed behind to tend to him. She also revived Marjorie Delacroix, who was wounded by Scarlet's blast. In tending to her friends, she forfeited her opportunity to kill Scarlet, leaving the Pact Commander to do the honors. This was in direct conflict to her orders, and it ultimately led to her not gaining membership in the Stone Warband.
She sacrificed her.
Glad I'm not diving down to those ruins alone.
Bram Arison hails from Kragstead, a sizable homestead in Wayfarer foothills. He's the son of Aristogalkin and Borgia the Sunchaser. As a child, he never knew his mother. She and Borgia parted amicably so she could forge her legend with Destiny's Edge. Bram's father, a hero in his own right, agreed to raise Bram to adulthood. Unfortunately, that wasn't meant to be. Borgia died when his son was a young boy. In the care of friends, Bram grew into an impetuous teen. He has a reputation for being a bit impulsive, but his heart's in the right place, or so I'm told. When the Molten Alliance swept through Norn lands, Bram saw the violence firsthand. He sought help from the Char at the Black Citadel, but was turned away. Tribune Brimstone had no troops to spare, and he didn't believe the claims that Bram was the son of his guildmate. Undeterred, Bram approached Newt Whitebear in the hopes of gathering Norn to fight back the invaders. Again, he was denied, as the Sons of Svanir were perceived as the bigger threat to Holbreck. Bram ultimately teamed up with Rox Whetstone, a Char Gladium who had fought the Molten Alliance at Nolan Hatchery. Together, and with the aid of the Pact Commander, they infiltrated the Molten Alliance weapons facility and destroyed it from the inside. Bram was involved in a number of operations against Scarlet. He joined the Pact Commander in the final assault on the Breachmaker, but he broke his leg in the process. Salutations. Ah, Taimi. Rarely have I seen so much intellect and attitude crammed into such a tiny body. But don't let her size fool you. Between her feisty attitude and her skill at Golomancy, let's just say you wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She comes from Radasum, though her studies have taken her abroad. She first came to my attention when Scarlet's marionette was stomping around. Her obsession with Scarlet's research led to some crucial discoveries. When she speaks about magic, especially that of elder dragons, you'd best listen. Salutations.
Keep that in mind. Oh, wow. That's where the ley lines will be. So, that will wrap up Season 1 for all we know about Season 1. When I return, I will start Season 2. This should be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and good night. And I'm going to be tired tomorrow, because it's already 1 o'clock, and I have work in 6 hours. Goodbye.